Hey, good morning, everyone. It came to my attention this morning looking at Facebook that folks at LifterLMS, Chris Badgett, had asked for a behind the login of a learning management website based on LifterLMS. So I thought that I would oblige here real quickly. I've already signed into the back of the learning management system at Mañana No Mas. And let me open up a share screen for you, and you'll be able to see what we've got going on. I've decided to just go directly from the login screen to what you see when you sign in. And here you can see all of your options down the left, typical WordPress fashion. And I'm hosted through Bluehost, so I get all the Bluehost options. I have Jetpack activated. I put Groundhog in and was playing with that. And then you can see that Lifter LMS adds in a couple of things here. We've got the Lifter LMS menu, a courses menu, memberships, engagements, orders, things like that. Now, I set this site up a couple of years ago. So there were some plugins that I had used that I had stopped using. And I do my best to try and clean that up. But sometimes you'll still see things in my menu that I haven't quite finished playing with yet, kind of like the groundhog thing. I haven't quite got that up and rolling yet. So if you were looking to say, do something inside Lifter LMS and adjust your settings, everything is straightforward. It opens up a new window for you here inside your dashboard. And here you can see you've got your general information, how many courses that you have. Go across the top there. Has your course settings, course catalog settings, how many do you want to show up on your course settings page, things like that, how you want to order the catalog. You can take a look at memberships. You can restrict the whole site by membership. You can have a memberships page, and then how many memberships do you want to show on that memberships page? And memberships is a really good way to group courses together and let people get access to things, kind of all at once. Different types of accounts. So the account student dashboard endpoints. You can talk about grades, courses. Let me close that out for you. Grades, courses, memberships, achievements. They can see their certificates and what types of notifications. You've got checkout, engagements, notifications, and different integrations, and the REST API. I have not played with REST API yet. Engagements I kind of like. Pull that up for you. And I like this because I could customize some of my outgoing messages, and then I can set up how I want it to send email to folks that are users within the website. So I thought that that was something that was pretty good. Now, if I wanted to go to my courses, for example, if I want to add a course, obviously I pick add a course, but let's go like courses. It's like a WordPress menu. So you go into courses, and I've got a fair amount of content in here. I've got, I believe, 13 different courses that are in here currently. And basically, when I want to edit a course, the part that the consumer sees, the part that the student sees, I can edit right through the edit screen. So that takes care of like your open page, your sales page, things like that. And then the builder is where you add the lessons and kind of structure the syllabus out. So let me show you the builder real quick. I see real quick. There we go. You can see here, if I wanted to add a new section, I would just click section, drag that over to my tree. New lesson, I could put that under a section, and then I could do something with adding an existing lesson into there. Anything that I want to see more of, I can just kind of click on and expand. So I have a course that's called What is the Process, right? Or Embrace the Process. And then the section is What is the Process? And then it breaks out 4 lessons for what is the process. Then I have why the process matters. And then I have, what, 5 lessons, pardon me, 5 lessons on why the process matters. And the part that's interesting about this is any one of these that I want to make adjustments to now, I can go into open in the WordPress editor and go back and adjust that content. Here it comes. There she is. And so now I can go in here, make any adjustments to the content that I want, and I can put that in there. Now, the content can be anything that I want to put in here. So I have some courses that have audio. I have some courses that have video. I have some courses that are audio and video. Most of them have text. and you're able to run that through there. And then as you add things, let's say I'm working on this lesson structure. Instead of going all the way back to the builder tree and back in, I could literally just click to the next lesson. This will take me to the next lesson. And then if I want to edit that lesson, I can click right there to edit that lesson. And that'll take me back into the dashboard side to edit that lesson for the viewer. Now, any changes I want to make, obviously I click update and that saves those changes. I have another course that might be better to see. Open that up for you. If we go to course catalog, oh, there's my messenger dial box. See, I've got different courses in here that have different elements. So if we embrace the process was the one that we were just in, and that's my sales video for that. But like KPIs, for example, I have that with some video content. And going in this way will give you an idea of what people see. When they click into the course themselves, this is what the course will look like. And you can set this stuff up what you want on the side. Do you want a sidebar? Do you not want a sidebar? Just like any other WordPress page. But I put in an introduction video, then I have a lesson video, and I set this up for folks to get started. And then in this particular instance, I used a featured image for each of the lessons. And inside each of the lessons, dun, 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 I made different video content to talk about the content that was within it. Then I broke out the text, tried to make it a little more interactive. And then people can go to the next lesson once they get down to the bottom after they mark their section complete. Okay. And then you see I have the marker to the sidebar over here that tells people how much longer they have inside their course. In the membership catalog, I set up different memberships. So like I had a Black Friday sale and I let people sign up through that. I have a fitness and goals package for people that are talking about physical fitness. And then I have a fixed operations course that is very specific to fixed operations. That is a service writing and service managing in the power sports, marine, and automotive industries. So I keep that one separate. This is like a premium membership, and this is more like an open to the public kind of membership, if that makes sense. Okay, and I keep my content separate that way using those membership portals. And other thing I wanted to show you was, what do you do with all these people once you get them signed into your site? Once you have users, you'll see that you have a list of users here that you can go through. And you can get people in there for reporting. You can list them as students. You can have contributors. You can graduate people to facilitator. You can do all of that stuff that you want inside your LifterLMS site. Engagements I found was really, really interesting. So if I want to add an engagement, now what is an engagement? An engagement is something that communicates back to the student, back to the user. So it could be an email that says, hey, welcome to the system. It could be a certificate that gets mailed out at the end of a course completion. Well, what I have is like for my Goal 365 course, I have a welcome message, I have a week 1 message, a week 2 message, a week 3 message. And these are all based on when the student enrolls in the course. And then I have them triggered to go after so many days. And these are emails that I have built that congratulate the student for signing up for the course or checks their status or their momentum within the course after they get signed up for it. So you can automate the system to keep in touch and keep people on track, but you can also email people through the engagements process so that you can send them, more personalized information. And of course, there's short codes and things that you can add in to personalize those emails and get those going. All in all, and I've used a lot of LMSs. I've done things in Captivate, Articulate Storyline, and some of those SCORM packages are really involved. So some LMS systems that might be custom applications or modified Moodles, they do the job. They don't get me wrong. Everything can do the job. But what I really like about LifterLMS is, as an entrepreneur, someone that's doing a project, a one-off thing away from a full-time job, this setup was affordable, super affordable, and it's been effective in allowing me to get my content up and something that I can use as a portfolio because I build these types of sites for other people. So that's that. That's kind of my quick view behind the scenes, and finish you out here back on the Mañana No Mas Academy page. And you know, everyone's got a different strategy. You'll notice that mine I built inside a subdomain. A lot of people are playing with the idea of having a main site with the LMS as, being the slash, school or slash academy at the end of your URL. And other people talk about doing it as a subdomain. I did mine as a subdomain. And quite honestly, after I built the whole thing out, I kind of wished I would have done it as part of the original main site. And this is my main site right here. So things to think about when you're setting up your site is, think of your end user, what's your overall purpose, what do you want to do with users once they're in? Do you want to be able to port users to different shopping carts and things that are outside of your learning material? And these are all things that you probably want to think of before you set up your site. But once you make the decision to jump in with LifterLMS, it's a pretty seamless experience, and I've really enjoyed it. So that's what I got for you guys today, and I hope that you enjoy it. Have a great one. Bye-bye.